Which one of these is the best actor?
Bond. James Bond.
Him? Him, this supporting artist? Or even him?
What matters is what people see. And they're not going to see your good policing.
Now, yeah, it was. The only thing that I can say for certain with that is I don't know. I don't know which one of those is the best actor. But what I do know is which one is paid the most. I know which one probably most people think is the best. And this brings us on to something that we spoke about very briefly in one of the workshops that we did recently, which is your brand. Now, many years ago, I worked with a fantastic actor called Leo McKern. Some of you will remember him when he was Rumpole of the Bailey. But he was a brilliant actor, and I got to know him very well. And I was a young actor. And one thing that he said to me was, Mark, never take a job just for the money. Now, I really didn't know what he meant by that. It was a very difficult thing to do because, you know, you need money. And we've already spoken about some of the things that you do to get money when you're an actor or when you're starting off as an actor.
Quick pause there. If you want 14 free lessons with personal feedback from me, just write feedback in the comments below. Right, let's get back to the lesson.
But what he was saying was, really, don't cheapen the brand. Okay, now this is something that Paul mentioned at the workshop. Don't cheapen the brand. Now, it's a really important thing to get your head round, your brand. Okay, you start thinking of it now. Daniel Craig is he has a brand, you know, it's a brand and it's something that's different to him as a person. James Corden has a brand, it's different to him as a person too. You want people to think that they are lucky that you are working for them. Okay, that's the bottom line. You've got to maintain this kind of illusion that you will only do certain work, and that means if you'll only do certain work, by definition, it means that you'll have to turn down certain work as well. So some people say to me, Mark, is it okay for me to be an extra? Well, yeah, of course, once or twice, but actually when you start your career in earnest, you don't want any extra work to show on your CV because it is the nature of the beast. You're either a star or you're an extra. You might be somewhere in the middle. But that is what people will pigeonhole you, and you have got to strive to be a star or strive to be a jobbing actor. Being a jobbing actor is something that's a good thing to do. So you know, your brand is someone that can constantly be relied on to do the job properly. And by the same token, you're not someone that will take jobs where you're not treated properly or whatever, but that is your brand. You need to cultivate and carefully grow your brand. Now, what people think of you as an actor, where they think you sit in the hierarchy, is very important. Now, obviously, at this stage, we're not worried about it too much, but I want you to start getting that in your head, because definitely there are many people on this course that could rise to the same heights as Daniel Craig, without a doubt. So start thinking about it now. Just start thinking about that illusion that you've got to create, because it is an illusion. It's about, you know, building up this corporate. The same as Apple. Let's think of it as an Apple product. When you buy an Apple product, I don't know, is it something like 35% is of the price of the product is in marketing and packaging? So they are very aware of the importance of their brand, that it looks good, it comes in a nice box, it has great adverts. So you've got to think of yourself in the same way. Okay, that's what you need to do as an actor. You need to start getting that in your head now. Okay, so you have great headshots, you have a great showreel, you have a great relationship with your agent, and if necessary, you build up. You go from one agent to another agent to another agent. You go from a Burton Albion agent to a Leeds United agent to a Manchester United agent to a Real Madrid agent. I don't know. Forgive me if I've insulted your football team there, but you know what I mean. It's moving up the ladder, and maybe that's something that you can do as well. But just get it into your heads now that you have a worth as an actor, and you've got to project that worth. Okay, see you in the next lesson.